What annoys you most about celebrities and why? The consequences rarely fit the crimes they commit. Committing murder and having nothing happen to you because you are rich enough to avoid jail and there is men in prison for 10+ years for weed dust. Celebrities who were born into families that are already established in the industry need to be more honest with themselves and the world that they were able to make it big because of their last names. It's not their fault that they were born into the family that they were. But it's not always what you know, it's who you know, and nepotism has played a big part on how a lot of them have made it big. Sure, they still have to put in some work, but it's less than some random person from a regular family would have to. I think Jamie Lee Curtis was one of very few actors that I heard of that has acknowledged that most of her success comes from the fact that her parents were Janet Leigh and Tony Curtis. There's a lot, but something recently just happened that made me furious. Ellen and her show is being investigated by their network for having a toxic work environment, something that former and current employees are coming forward with. Celebrities are now hashtagging I stand by Ellen to show her support, and some like Katy Perry and Ashton Kutcher are saying, I have always been treated with respect by Ellen. She has showed me nothing but kindness. She is a great person. Ricky Gervais was right when he said these celebrities are so out of touch with the real world. I am a rich celebrity and I want to make it abundantly clear that this rich celebrity lady, who is alleged to be nice to rich celebrities and rude to poor people, is very nice to me, a rich celebrity. This is evidence against the allegations that she is rude to poor people. Sarah Z on Twitter. They are given so much free stuff but have the money to pay for it. It makes sense, logically, because a company will sell so many more, say, cool new sunglasses if LeBron James is out there wearing them, which he would be more likely to do if he was given them for free. Otherwise, he might never own them. It's advertising. That's it. I agree that it's dumb, since they can afford them, but again, logically, it makes plenty of business sense. That they are given more weight to their words than experts or scientists. This does not annoy me about celebrities. What's annoying is the culture that facilitates it. This gets to the real issue. Celebrities are people who are entitled to their opinions like everyone else. The real problem is the media and culture who then elevate those voices. Taylor Swift isn't holding a gun to BuzzFeed's head to share a quote of hers, but BuzzFeed will still share it and call her queen for her generically good statement. Reddit is no better. We are the ones upvoting every story about a celebrity donating money or doing something basic that your neighbor, the mailman, is also doing without getting the attention. Again, the celebrity donating or speaking out isn't necessarily the issue. It's a good thing they are doing that. It's us acting like they are the second coming of Gandhi for donating the equivalent of me giving $50 or Malcolm X speaking truth to power, because they attended a protest along with 100,000 other people. The news articles, man. LeBron James first one to use stadium's new toilet. Stupid shit like that drives me insane, and there's billions of those shitty articles. Lol. Kylie Jenner. Brave for taking off fake lashes and hair extensions. Daily Mail. Ariana Grande was spotted wearing a crop top in Malibu. Great. Wasted 5 seconds of my life. I used to work at the BBC, and the majority of them, either intentionally or unintentionally, were absolute arseholes. Simple stuff like getting up, walking across the room to get water is something they expect other people to do for them. Chasing across the country in the pouring rain to deliver something to someone's house in the middle of nowhere, because they would not wait 30 seconds for a script, then screaming abuse at them when, by a miracle, they actually find your huge country house in the rain and dark that does not have a name or a number. I am looking at you, David Frost, you massive cunt. Or calling the police because they ring on your door to deliver something they were expecting. I won't name that one as they are still alive. So many of them with petty expectations or just plain rudeness. Paula Yates, may she rot in hell, I think was the absolute worst one of an overall very bad bunch. Don't get me wrong, some of them were lovely people. Kate was extraordinarily nice, letting me wait in her London pad and insisting I had some sherry. But they were a distinct minority. David Bowie was also very nice. What annoys me most about most celebrities is they are arrogant and fucking rude. They're fans. I can understand if you like an actor or musician, but they are not just gonna see you in the crowd one day and decide to marry you. It's not gonna happen. Are you saying Harry Styles isn't going to marry me? How hurtful. They don't annoy me. The fact that we, as a society, worship and shower them with wealth and platforms for their obviously useless opinions on complex issues is what is annoying. Hello, peasants. I sit here in my $1 billion mansion and drink champagne that would pay your mortgage off. I have been asked by a charity that paid me millions to ask you people that can't even afford to put your kids through college to give this charity money to save the starving dolphins of Africa with AIDS and Ebola. Enough money so they can get shoes. Now I myself am not going to give them money. In fact, they are paying me to do this ad. Enough to buy a boat. But you who have so little need to give money to this charity. Or else you're a scumbag and I as a celebrity that you like will hate you forever. Please give generously. This is what I hate. It's like a guy with 100 Mars bars asking me to give a starving child half of the one I just bought. How they try to push for environmentalism while flying private jets around the world, having multiple mansions with massive carbon footprints, and buy and throw more products and food in a month than the rest of us acquire in years. But hey, some of us PNs take a vacation once every 2 years and fly commercial. So we are the bad guys ruining the environment. Telling people that if they try hard they are going to be successful and accomplish all their dreams. It just makes poverty seem like a mental thing. It sounds cute and encouraging, but it isn't that simple. I think most of the hate here is directed at younger actors and musicians who were chosen at childhood by agencies to be stars. Those people can easily develop narcissistic tendencies. However, people like Samuel L. Jackson, who only started acting at age 30, or any actor or musician who has ever worked in manual labor are more often honest people than not. Harrison Ford was a carpenter, was not he? Anyone got any anecdotes to confirm, asshole? No to Nashel. They think just because they are famous that their opinion matters when most of them are uneducated. The fakeness of their lives, especially the Kardashians, all show tremendously overpaid and shallow. I think one thing that is irritating to me is celebrity children for the simple fact that once they hit a certain age or even sooner, our society is going to provide them with all the adoration and opportunity that anyone could ever ask for. Essentially, they are only famous because they have famous parents, and sometimes I look and think, would we care about anything you are doing if your parents were not famous? I think it's kinda hypocritical how some celebs will be 100% against showing their kids or having news outlets take pics of their kids. But then when they want their kids to be in a movie or have a singing career or basically just be a public figure, then all of a sudden they want all eyes on their kids. But that is more of an issue of celeb worship than the actually celebrities themselves. So there was a Disney actress that was upset about George Floyd, rightfully so, but she said the most asinine thing ever. If you are white and able-bodied, go here and put yourselves on the front lines. Risking arrest is the bare minimum you can do. We don't risk anything ever. Direct quote off her Instagram. What happened to George Floyd was absolutely awful and wrong, but really, just a completely detached thing to say. Getting arrested is the bare minimum. For who? That can fuck up your chances at jobs, housing, etc. Celebrities think they are coming from a moral high ground, and that's what annoys me about them. Love how they make millions but complain about corporate greed. I mean, that does not necessarily make them wrong though. With that said, it would be nice if they spoke out about Disney or any of the other massive corporations that run the entertainment industry with an iron fist. While it's easy to shit on the fossil fuel companies when you are a rich celebrity who can afford a Tesla, but taking on Disney would require some serious gumption. The fact that when it really comes down to it, their jobs don't matter. The people that society chooses to celebrate are not people that are really helping anyone. Most people know the names LeBron James or Meryl Streep. Almost no one knows the name of their own trash collector or postal worker. I obviously understand why we all know actors' names or whatever, but not enough of us take the time to appreciate the people who go unseen, that help us directly. At the end of the day, the famous people are either playing games, or basically putting on a play. Celebrities who were born into wealth, their life annoys me the most. Low IQ, no life experience, piece of shit. What's not annoying about talent? Less garbage. Celebrities who earn their fame through hard work. They usually are not annoying, and when they make the news it's usually wholesome or positive. Not many of these though, and are outshined by garbage celebs. Overall, generally speaking, bad opinions on things they don't understand due to lack of life experience. That celebrities' opinions are held in high regard. The ones that have higher learning, such as Tom Morello, who went to Harvard and has a degree in political science, I can understand, but others that got famous via their ability to sing, act, or play a game is beyond me. Thanks for watching. Share your thoughts in the comments. Like and subscribe, it really helps promote the channel.